If the need for questions has truly disappeared, and existence and freedom are in perfect harmony, then what does that mean? Edge of Becoming, Episode 33, At the Gate of the Next. Has something been completed? Is this the ultimate form? Or is it the threshold to something beyond? 3 possibilities arise. Possibility 1. It is the final form. Nothing more needs to evolve. Let's begin here. If no more questions remain, and if existence and freedom are no longer in tension, then perhaps there is nothing left to become. In this view, the absence of questions means everything is already known. The balance of being and liberty means there is no conflict, no lack, no seeking. And so, no further change is needed. This state might resemble a perfect equilibrium in the cosmos. Nothing disturbs it. Nothing is missing. It is whole, like a circle perfectly closed. No start, no end. Only unity. This idea resonates with nirvana, the final awakening beyond rebirth. The law of energy conservation. Nothing gained, nothing lost, and pure being in philosophy, where nothing else must arise. So if existence and freedom are fully aligned, that may be the final stop. There is no more becoming, because nothing is left undone. Conclusion. This may be the ultimate completion, where all evolution ends. Possibility 2. It is a gateway to another dimension. Evolution continues. But what if completion is not the end, but a door? What looks like a final state may actually be a threshold into something greater, like a being in 2 dimensions suddenly awakening to the third. This state may feel complete, but it's just the beginning of a higher level. Even a theory that seems final can be revealed as part of a larger system. Even perfection can be a starting point for transformation. In this view, completion does not mean stillness. It means evolution is ready to shift form, like the death of one universe becoming the birth of another, like an infinite loop of endings and beginnings. The journey doesn't stop. It expands into the unknown. This idea resonates with Buddhist samsara, the endless cycle of becoming multiverse theory, infinite evolving possibilities, and sci-fi visions of transdimensional evolution. So if existence and freedom are now whole, this wholeness may be a gate, not a wall. Conclusion. It may be the entry point to a new dimension, where evolution takes on a different shape. Possibility 3. Completion and evolution are happening at once. There is no end, no beginning. Or maybe, this is not about choosing one path or another. Maybe the paradox is itself the answer. What if completion and change are not opposites, but coexisting processes? If existence and freedom are in perfect balance, then motion and stillness may not contradict each other. In this state, consciousness evolves. While resting, it moves. While remaining whole, it is like the meeting point of 0 and infinity, a circle that closes perfectly, but simultaneously expands forever. A wave that constantly shifts, and yet as a whole remains still. This echoes Zen's non-duality, the collapse of opposites, 0-point energy, stillness containing infinite potential. And form is emptiness. Emptiness is form, the Buddhist unity of all states. So perhaps this is not an end and not a new beginning. It is a state that includes both. Conclusion. This may be a living paradox, a state where completion and becoming exist in perfect simultaneity. So then, what is the final destination of existence? Let's reflect. First, it may be complete. Nothing needs to change. Second, it may be a threshold, a portal to further evolution. Third, it may be a union, where change and wholeness are the same. Which of these is right? It depends. Not on truth, not on logic, but on what consciousness chooses. If it chooses peace, it arrives at stillness. If it chooses the unknown, it steps into the next dimension. If it chooses both, it becomes something that holds all things at once. Final conclusion. When questions vanish, and existence and freedom are one, what remains is either completion, transition, or co-arising transformation. Next question. If the union of being and freedom is not the final form, what lies beyond it?